they erased his name. But they could never erase what he did. Across the pages of history, millions of names have been remembered. Kings, generals, conquerors, but some names were not forgotten. They were erased. Hidden beneath the dust of ancient ruins lies a story of a warrior who stood between a civilization and its destruction. A man whose existence became a mystery because the world he protected disappeared. Ancient civilizations left behind monuments, weapons, and writings. But sometimes they left behind something stranger. Legends of warriors who appeared only in fragments. A symbol on a forgotten stone. A weapon buried beneath the earth. A story whispered by generations. A warrior with no name. They said he was not born a hero, he was created by war. Every scar on his body carried a memory. Every crack in his armor carried the history of battles no one survived to record. The enemies saw a broken man, but the ancient people saw their last hope. When an unknown army arrived at the gates of the ancient kingdom, thousands marched toward the city. They believed victory was guaranteed. They had numbers. They had power. But they did not understand one thing. They were not facing a soldier. They were facing a legend. One warrior stood where an entire army had fallen. Not for gold. Not for power. Not for a throne. He fought for something greater. The survival of a forgotten civilization. They believed numbers could defeat one man. They were wrong. With every strike, another piece of the legend was born. Steel against steel. Fire against darkness. One warrior refusing to fall. And when the army thought he was finally broken, he stood again. That was the moment the legend began. The battle was so devastating that even the victors wanted the memory destroyed. Ancient records disappeared. His name vanished. His story became a forbidden legend. Because sometimes history is not written by those who survive. It is written by those who hold the power. The kingdoms turned to dust. The battlefields became silent. But the mystery remained. Who was this warrior? Was he a real guardian from a lost civilization? A forgotten hero? Or a legend created to remember the impossible courage of one man? Perhaps history did not forget him. Perhaps history was afraid of him. Because some warriors are remembered for the wars they won. But the greatest ones are remembered for the secrets they protected. Subscribe.